All right, so this man Darren Till has decided to ask for a release from the UFC. So he literally put out a tweet saying, "What's happening, everyone? Me, Dana, and Hunter are still cool. I asked UFC to remove me just to sort some other stuff out for the foreseeable. They happily agreed to release me out of the contract, which I appreciate. I'm not going anywhere. Got big plans to execute, and I'll be back." So it looks like, I mean, from that tweet alone, he's saying that he's gonna be back in the UFC at some point. Maybe, who knows? But he later on went to tweet four boxing emojis and four money signs. And someone tweeted boxing Darren, and he said he's like, so basically it looks like he's trying to edge towards boxing. I'm not gonna lie. Before him tweeting that out, you would say like, all right, like maybe Darren Till just needs to like go outside of the organization, get right, do something for his confidence. Who knows? And then he'll be back. But it appears he's going to boxing route. And it's been a whirlwind for him, man. His last six fights, he's 1-5. He has a split. Even the fight that he won against Kelvin Gastelum, nobody would be complaining if the nod went to Kelvin Gastelum. So he's basically like 0-6 in his last six fights, 1-6 official or 1-5 officially. Got choked out by Woodley at welterweight. Got got knocked out by Jorge at welterweight, and that was the last time he fought at welterweight in 2019. And then he went to middleweight, where he had his only win versus Kelvin Gastelum, which was a split decision victory. And they gave him a chance to move up the rankings two times in a row. They gave him Robert Whitaker and they gave him Derek Brunson. Two opportunities that would have moved him up the rankings. He got beaten badly in both fights. And then, Dricus Duplessis, he just had a terrible, terrible showing where it's like, all right, man, like, I'm pretty sure the UFC didn't even know what they were going to do with him anyway. It pretty much dropped Darren Till to the rankings just outside of the middleweight. He had his run at welterweight already, not really a run. And now he's outside of the UFC. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen for him next, but terrible, terrible showing. I think the biggest problem with him is just his determination to be a fighter. He just doesn't want to be a fighter. He's running around with Hamzat, running around, just like wrestling around, not really doing anything, going into fights, the same exact fighter, no elevation or no evolution with his wrestling, the same striking, relying on the left hand. So it's up to him, man. If he wants to go into the octagon and keep getting beaten badly, then he can do that. And if he wants to go into a boxing ring and think he can actually box with somebody and get away with that, the same relying on the left hand, he's just gonna get outboxed. So let me know what y'all think is gonna happen for Darren Till next. I think that's clips for him. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next video, man. Peace.